Well, hello there, beautiful people. Back again. This is Wolverine, story mode. And, uploading has been somewhat delayed as of late because I have been working on other things on my other channel, my main channel. But fear not, because I always make time for my gaming videos. You won't have to wait too long for the next upload, you know, in a series. You're not going to be waiting any longer than a week or a week and a half. So, but I'll be honest, mostly I do upload in batches. I usually upload, and when I do upload, it's like 5 videos in one night. Well, maybe not, because it takes a couple hours for a video to actually upload. But it just depends on what kind of mood my laptop is in. Alright, here we go. There's a fun part where you can just, you know, you're in there with a bunch of enemies and you can just slice and dice and whatever. You know, no real danger, to be honest. I mean, you're not gonna die or anything. Not in here anyway. I mean, you just, unless you're really bad. And this is where you can just really just overuse the lunge as much as you want. Any kind of combos you want to use as well, just practice it here, because there's going to be no place like here really to use it freely. Because as you progress in the game, it gets trickier and trickier to actually do stuff that you want to do. It's more like button mashing to survive, you know, rather than just like premeditating an attack just to make it look cool. You know, you don't really have that luxury later in the game. You're kind of forced just to panic to survive, you know. Well, I don't exactly panic when I'm playing this game. I just sort of, you know. Oh shit, he's on fire. So, I'm uploading here, I'm commentating fresh from WrestleMania Sunday night. This is Monday night, so it was last night I was watching WrestleMania. 2 out of my 3 favorites won, which is why I'm in a good mood right now. So, if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into WrestleMania, you know, you should, you know, just drop me a few comments and let me know if you made any predictions, and if you did your predictions come true? And if not, if you're not interested, then that's fine. Just keep watching and watch me dominate fools with my claws. Here, you can just walk up the wall. It's a little better to upload a campaign when you've already played it, because, you know, it can be frustrating to watch when you're watching a guy who's playing it for the first time and you're watching it for the first time, and it's kind of like you're both, you know, you're like making mistakes and you take ages to figure out what you're supposed to do, and it can be frustrating to watch. Whereas with me, I'm playing this for like the 3rd time, so I look at environments and I already know what to do to get to the next part, so there's no waiting around, there's no like yelling at the screen telling me to go this way, fuck, no! There's none of that, you know. You're just gonna watch it, and it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be, well, as quick as possible. You know, people say the linear, like it's very linear, and they say it like it's a bad thing, but it's not, because, I mean, sometimes games can be frustrating where you don't actually know where you're supposed to be going, and then you get lost, and I don't really like choice, you know. If there's like 5 different ways to go, I'm gonna have the compulsion to go every way and then come back and then go the other way, so I know I've seen everything, and it's kind of like an OCD kind of thing, and it just fucking annoys my head. But this year, you've just got one place to go, one waypoint, you follow it, and it's just easy. And while you're doing it, you can, look around you at the environments and just take it in. And there's like no worries in the back of your head, like, am I going the wrong way, blah blah, because there's only backwards and forwards. To me, I see that as a pro rather than a con, to be honest. It's not meant to be like, it's supposed to be like arcadey and very, it's X-Men, it's not supposed to be like, I think this is the way it was intended to be, and I think people realize that. Here we go into the, this is where you have to use your stealth and your feral senses. You have to just sneak up on this fool and just take him out. Even though he's not really doing much, and you sort of, you don't really like taking out someone. He's just chilling, He's not really doing any harm, but you just have to get rid of him, because if he sees you, then he probably will do harm. This is a nice little touch here, where you just crush a couple of guys with a wall. Yep. I don't know if I've actually been remembering to collect dog tags. There's a trophy for collecting 50% and 100% of dog tags. I got the 50% one when I played through it first, and I never actually got all of them, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really care that much. I'm not obsessed with getting trophies, I kind of just, when I get a trophy, I'm like, yes, good. And sometimes I'll, hunt for trophies, but I know in my mind I'm never going to get a platinum I'm probably never going to get platinum any game. So I don't even try. I go for the trophies that I know that I have a chance of getting, and the other trophies that I know I haven't got a fucking chance at all, I just don't even try. Yeah. I know there's a few things missing from this game, like online, multiplayer, shit like that, but I have a few ideas of maybe possible things I could have done with this game, like for multiplayer and online, but the game was made in 2009, and at the time, I don't really, it wasn't that long ago, but I mean, it was maybe if the game was made this year, there would be an online mode or more emphasis on that sort of thing, but I don't know, I don't really care, it's just, it's not like there's going to be a sequel to this anyway, so, that's it, it's probably just out. That's kind of like a spear. Well, that wasn't like a spear, but it's kind of like when you pounce on them or lunge. It's kind of like a spear. Only difference is you're putting your claws through them at the same time. The rope climb. That's kind of frustrating as well. The way he does, just like, what are you doing? Somehow he loses his vest and then gets it back again, like a few minutes later, and it just appears again, and I'm like, and it's all fresh and like, it's like washed and ironed and stuff, and I'm like, what? How the fuck did that happen? And then like 10 minutes later, he'll be shirtless again, and I'm like, what? Kind of like, what do you call that fucker from Fairly Odd Parents? Every time he flexes, his shirt rips off and then like reappears again a second later. That's kind of like what Wolverine's like in this game. stealthy, very strong young man. He knows what he wants as well, you know, he sees, he knows what he wants and he goes for it. Not a hesitating bone in his body. Which is why he picked up that STI back in South Africa. Dear, 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 dear. Watch his left arm. It's all bloody and shredded up. Watch it, it's gonna heal up by itself. Well, it should any minute now. If you keep your eye on it, you'll be able to see it heal up. Okay, maybe not like straight away, but it will heal up and you'll be able to watch it heal up. So cool. There's a dog tag that I was telling you about earlier, if you can remember. See, this guy's